Welcome to Neeks Sports. This week, Champions League quarterfinals. This is the business end of the tournament. Separates the boys from the men, as they say. But there's only one English team. Only one group of men in England. Manchester City against PSG. What's your thoughts on that?
I think that's probably one of the tightest games of the quarterfinal. I think they're very evenly matched teams in terms of what they both bring to the table. Both sets of players, brilliant individuals. PSG dominated the French league this season. Man City not so much in the Premier League, but I still think it's quite even. I think I would like Man City to go through for the English teams to give us some sort of hope that there's still life in English football. But I think the way PSG are playing this season, I think they might just hedge it.
How big do you think the De Bruyne being back from injury? How big do you think that is for Man City?
It's massive, and it could be the deciding factor. Yeah, him played well against Bournemouth as well. Got a good amount. Pellegrini took him off as well before the end, so he got a good amount of minutes in that game. I think, he's going to be the deciding factor. I think he probably will play a big part in it.
Well, obviously the other ties we've got Bayern Munich against Wolves, against Benfica. So I get you thinking, that's probably a
should be
sure one. Real Madrid against Wolfsburg. Again, you're probably thinking that should be the other tough tie. All Spanish tie, Barcelona against Atletico. I've been saying for the longest, I think Atletico, they're probably the hardest team to play against. For me, they're one team you don't want to draw. In the sense that you know what you're going to get with Barcelona and Real Madrid. They're going to attack you, and you hope that you can defend good and nick one, on a set piece. But Atletico are just solid. Like, they don't concede. And coming back off the El Clasico, Barcelona lost to a 10-man Real Madrid. Do you think that's going to have an impact on them going into this all-Spanish quarterfinal?
Probably, yeah, but it could work out for the better. They lost to Real Madrid. They know that, and they know that their manager won't be happy. Even though the fact that they're dominating the league, the manager won't be happy, and he's going to expect a response now from Barca. And they don't usually have these defeats to respond to, especially at home in the El Clasico. So now it's a big test. But I think, as good as Atletico are, that strike force of Barcelona, I witnessed it firsthand with Arsenal. I'm telling you, them man, they want a madness. So if Suarez, Messi, and Neymar turn up, I don't think there's any defense in the world that can stop them personally.
But do you think their defense itself might be their own Achilles heel?
Yeah, I mean that's the other end. They say that they got a weak defense, but against Arsenal they did well. They defensively, I don't think they had a major problem there. Against Real Madrid, they were quite good for the most of the game. They didn't seem like they were having problems, so it didn't look like they were going to lose at one stage anyway. So I think it depends on what defense turns up for Barcelona. But I do think, even though they probably will concede in both legs, maybe their strike force have enough to dominate.
In terms of Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, they've played a few times over the course of, obviously being two Spanish teams, they've played in the Champions League as well. A question from Kyle says, do you think there's a mental edge that Barca have over Atletico Madrid? Because even though Atletico beat them in the 2014 Champions League en route to get into the final, Barca generally beat them in La Liga. Do you think Barca have that mental edge on them, or do you think it's a slate clean?
I think it's slate clean. It's different competition, different mentality. You're not going into this thinking if we win we're going to be 3 points ahead or 3 points below. It's both are level heading. Usually in La Liga, Barca are usually on top. So they've got that mental edge of we're on top of you. So if we lose, it's not too bad. If we draw, it's not too bad. But now they're going in the same. Whoever wins. And I think it's going to be straight out battle. You could say Barca have got the mental edge of them knowing that they do hold it, but there's so much pressure on them. Everyone thinks they're going to win Champions League and blitz it, so every single game there's a pressure.
Are you one of the ones who think they're going to win it?
I do, yeah. I've said it at the start of the season. I think they'll be the first to retain it. I think every year we get to the stage and we say, but last year they were so good. I said it in 5 minutes. Last year they were so good, they have to win it again. Yeah. But I think they've stepped up. They've not dropped from the levels of last season. They've actually got better. I think, and Suarez coming in, playing a full season is just showing how great he is.
For me, I said it from the beginning. I think Bayern Munich gonna win it. People have doubted me. They especially when they were playing Juventus, nearly went out.
Yeah.
But Pep Guardiola, the magic of Pep Guardiola, and Man City might get that magic next season. We don't know, but I think being his last season at Bayern Munich, if he doesn't win it, I don't think he can cast his time as a major success. Yeah, they've won the league, but you're supposed to win the league with Bayern Munich. There's literally 2 teams in there, and one of them is Dortmund, who lose their players every year, lost their manager, so it wouldn't really have taken the team forward. But I think for him personally, it's gonna be a massive task and a massive achievement, and I think he's gonna want to sign off with that Champions League win. So I think Barcelona can do it. I hope Man City can fly the flag. I think Bayern Munich can do it. I think Man City can fly the flag for England. Barcelona, I can see them getting knocked out of Atletico. I think it's going to be a tough one.
It'll be tough.
But let us know what you think. Is this Barca? Is this MSN? Or can Real Madrid or the likes of Atletico, Bayern Munich stop them? Let us know. That's it from Neeks Sports. We'll see you next time.